February 10, 2009, 16:56 Greenwich Mean Time, over Siberia, 800 kilometers above Earth, two chunks of metal collide. American Iridium-33, dead Soviet Cosmos 2251, closing speed 11.7 kilometers per second, 56,000 kilometers per hour, no explosion. Sound dies in vacuum, just a flash, unseen, and 2,300 new fragments, each faster than a bullet, each a grenade at tank shell velocity. History's first clash of operational satellites. The end begins. Earth orbit now holds 36,500 objects larger than 10 centimeters. 1 million fragments from 1 to 10 centimeters. 130 million shards under a centimeter. Each can pierce a spacesuit, shred solar panels, obliterate a $100 billion station. The International Space Station dodges debris once a year. In 2020, 3 times. Crew hides in descent capsules, like a bomb shelter. But this isn't war. This is us. You'll say, space is vast. Odds are negligible. Math is on your side. Math lies. China's Tiangong station dodged Starlink satellites twice, manually. Musk's automation failed. Risk doesn't grow linear, exponential. Each new object squares collision odds. In 1978, NASA consultant Donald Kessler predicted, at critical debris density, cascade ignites. One collision spawns thousands of fragments. Those birth more? Chain reaction? No atomic bomb required. We ignored it. But 2009 smash was child's play. Because a year earlier, January 11, 2007, China did worse. Fired a missile at its own satellite. One weapons test. 3,500 new fragments. 25% of all tracked debris from one shot. What if Cold War returns to orbit? January 11, 2007. Altitude 865 kilometers above Earth. China launches SC-19 missile at its weather satellite, Fengyun 1C. Target, show America they can kill military satellites. Result, orbit's worst pollution in human history. 3,500 fragments, each at 7 kilometers per second. Debris cloud continent-sized. Lifespan, minimum century. Some fragments orbit millennia. One shot, century of fallout. You think, lesson learned? Warning heeded? No. Starting gun fired. United States answered a year later. 2008, Operation Burnt Frost. Destruction of spy satellite USA-193. Official line, prevent toxic fuel crash. Reality, anti-satellite tech demo. India, 2019, Mission Shakti, first Asian nation to kill its own satellite at 300 kilometers. Prime Minister Modi called it historic milestone. NASA dubbed it terrible event. 400 new fragments threaten the ISS. Russia, 2021, November 15th, Noodle missile destroys dead satellite Cosmos 1408. 1,500 tracked fragments. ISS crew shelters in capsules. NASA Chief Bill Nelson calls it reckless and destabilizing. No sanctions, no punishment. 1967 Outer Space Treaty ignores debris. See the logic? Every power proves I can blind the enemy. Kill GPS, comms, recon. Mutually assured destruction moved to orbit. No fallout radiation. Worse, orbit uninhabitable for civilization. But militaries only, you'll say. Civilian space is clean. Wake me when you believe that fairy tale. 60% of debris, Cold War legacy, Soviet Union and United States. SpySats with nuclear reactors aboard. Cosmos 954 crashed in Canada, 1978. Radioactive contamination over thousands of square kilometers. Compensation, $3 million. Price of one fighter jet. No line between military and civilian. Starlink already aids Ukraine's armed forces. Commerce equals militarization. States can be shamed, theoretically. Corporations stamping satellites by the thousand? They call it progress. Elon Musk promised internet for all. Delivered orbital minefield. 42,000 satellites. Starlink's plan. Not fiction. 4,500 already orbit your head. OneWeb, 6,372. Amazon Kuiper, 3,236. Chinese Guoang and Hongyan, 13,000 more. By 2030, 100,000 on low Earth orbit. Now 10,000. Tenfold growth in 6 years. Kessler math is simple. Collision odds square with density. Double satellites. Quadruple catastrophe risk. 2021. China complains to UN. Starlink twice endangered Tiangong. Chinese crew manually shifted orbit. Musk's automation glitched. SpaceX reply, our sats dodge autonomously. Algorithm failed. 3 lives risked by software bug. SpaceX faced zero liability. 0 fines. 0 apologies. 1967 treaty has no penalties. One-time glitch? 3% of Starlink dead already. Unresponsive. 150 ghosts. In 10 years, 1,500. In 20, avalanche. Musk promised, sats burn up in 5 years. Reality, dead ones ignore deorbit commands. They linger. Forever. Who cleans? SpaceX bankrupt. Shareholders flee. Debris stays. Your grandkids pay for Elon's space democratization tweets. Corporations privatized orbit. Socialize the liability? Fine. Suppose we wake up. Tech exists, money too. Anyone willing to pay for others' trash? $2.7 billion. Cost to loft 1 kilogram to orbit. Falcon 9, 2023, cheapest rocket ever. $200 million. Cost to remove 1 debris object. NASA estimate 2021. Orbit 36,500 objects over 10 centimeters. Multiply. $7.3 trillion. Compare Germany's GDP, 4 trillion. Cleanup costs more than Europe's top economy in a year. Who pays? You'll say tech will improve. Check the record. 2018, remove debris project. Surrey University, UK. Budget, 15 million euros. Goal, demo debris capture net. Objects removed, 0. Just test targets. Launched by them. 2012, Clean Space 1, Switzerland. Promised to deorbit their Swiss CubeSat by 2018. 2024 status indefinitely delayed. Reason, no funding. 2025, Clear Space 1, European Space Agency. Budget, 100 million euros. Task, remove 1 object. 112 kilograms. Vespa upper stage. 1. In a year, if lucky. Pace, 1 object per year. Need to clear 36,500. Time required 36,500 years. While you snag 1 shard, 300 new ones arrive. 200 launches yearly, plus collisions, plus old sats decaying. You dig the hole, dirt falls faster than you shovel. Arithmetic of deadlock. You'll say lasers, nets, harpoons. 15 years since first collision, 2009 to 2024. Commercial removals, 0. All tech and testing, slick presentations, grants, conferences. Reality, no private firm profited $1 from debris cleanup. No one pays. 1967 Outer Space Treaty. Article 8 states liable for their objects. 60% debris, Cold War USSR and USA. USSR gone. Russia claims, successor state, not payer. No funds. USA, global problem. Everyone pays equal. China, developing nation, rich pay. Europe, let's discuss, in 20 committee years. No global enforcement, no debris sanctions, no court. Space, final anarchy. Anarchy favors rule breakers. SpaceX launches 42 sats weekly. China, 30. Roscosmos silent, but debris flies. Your grandkids clean if they launch. NASA model, updated 2021. Critical density at 900 to 1,000 kilometers by 2055. Then Kessler cascade. Self-sustaining. Each smash births hundreds of shards. Those collide, thousands more. Chain reaction, no nuke needed. We lit the fuse in 1957. Sputnik 1. First step to stars. Took a century to blow. Tsiolkovsky said, Earth is humanity's cradle. Can't live in cradle forever. We built a grate of our own trash. Cradle became cage. Mars, Moon, Alpha Centauri. To reach them, pierce orbital hell. 130 million fragments. at 56,000 kilometers per hour. Every launch, Russian roulette. Sooner or later, crude catastrophe. CNN live feeds the blast at 400 kilometers. 7 corpses raining through atmosphere. Spaceflight dies not from tech lack, from terror. You'll say, we'll find a way. Always have. No. First time in history, problem unsolvable by war, cash, or genius. Physics doesn't negotiate. 130 million shards won't vanish because we try hard. Optimism isn't strategy, it's consolation before the noose. Kessler Syndrome. No scenario, diagnosis. We're infected. Question isn't if, it's when. 2055, 2070, or 2040, if China and USA spark orbital war. One ASAT missile, domino falls in a month. Outcome singular. Generation watches last crewed launch. Kids gaze at stars knowing, no entry. GPS dies. Sat internet flatlines, weather blind. Military recon sightless. 21st century civilization reverts to 20th, without warning. Space age ends not in triumph, in junkyard. We dreamed godhood, became janitors, couldn't even clean. Invictus said, destiny isn't what happens to you. It's what you build with your hands. We built prison, celestial, invisible, eternal. Curtain, great locked, key hurled into void at 56,000 kilometers per hour. Now question for you. You eye the stars, dream of Mars, black holes, first contact. But between you and cosmos, wall of trash. You're trash. What do you do? When last ship can't lift, who do you blame? Musk, China, NASA, or look in the mirror?